So in the last lecture, we have already studied about the classification of the coordination complexes. So coordination complexes on the basis of two types. Okay, so two types are there. One is basis on the types of ligands. Okay, and another classification is done on basis of the sign of charge, whether it is positive charge, negative charge, or there is no any charge, neutral charge. So that we have already seen homoleptic complex. Okay, so in such ligands, it is surrounded by the same. Okay, it is surrounded by the same molecule. Okay, so here look at the ammonia is the molecule. Okay, so six molecules of ammonia. So same molecule is present. So that's why homoleptic. In case of hetero means different. If that metal ion which is surrounded by a different molecules, like here chlorine also present here, chloride, as well as the ammonia is also present. So these two ligands are there, which is surrounded by this cobalt metal ion. That's why it is called as a heteroleptic complex. So such complexes, okay, such complexes in which it is having only one type of ligand, and another in which it is having a different types of ligands. Next, on the basis of charge on a complex. Okay, so it may be a cationic complex, that is a sphere complex, okay, which is having a cation charge over the complex, okay, complex ion के ऊपर. Another, the complex ion over which there is the anionic charge, okay, minus charge, that is called as anionic. And when there is no any charge, that is neutral, in that case it will be called as a neutral sphere complex, that we have already studied in last lecture. So this is cisplatin. Okay, this compound which is cisplatin, okay, which is having two ammonia molecules and two chloride molecules surrounded to the platinum, which is used to treat the cancer. Okay, so now we are going to study about the IUPAC nomenclature. Okay, IUPAC nomenclature, how to read these. Okay, because while writing all these compounds, okay, we were in confusion how to pronounce it. Okay, so now we are going to understand their pronunciation, their nomenclature mainly. Okay, so based on IUPAC, okay, their nomenclature we are going to see. So now we'll discuss about the IUPAC nomenclature of coordination compound. Okay, so we have written different compounds. A coordination compound in which it consists of the central metal ion, and the surrounding to that it is having the different ligands called as a coordination compound. Okay, so the charge over this complex may be positive. We also have seen this the classification. Okay, classification of this on the basis of maybe ligand. Okay, so number of ligands, and on the basis of the cationic, okay, anionic charge. So now we will see their nomenclature. So this is very important topic, their nomenclature of the coordination compound, how to give the nomenclature of these compounds. So the there are certain rules for naming coordination compounds. So what are these rules that we are going to focus? Okay, so what are the rules? So there are different rules for naming coordination compounds that is recommended by IUPAC, and these are as follows. So very first rule, in very first rule, so we will see rules and their examples also. So the naming of the complex ion or neutral molecule, name the ligand first. Okay, so in case of the complex ion, okay, in case of this complex ion, okay, or maybe neutral molecule, or maybe a neutral molecule. Okay, if it is a complex ion and or a neutral molecule, in that case name the ligand first. The nomenclature is given. Okay, name the ligand first. So which are the ligand which are attached? Okay, the ligand which is attached to central metal ion. Okay, we have to give nomenclature to that. Okay, so name the ligand. Name the ligand first. Okay, name the ligand first, and then metal ion, and then metal ion, and then meter. Okay, so while giving a nomenclature, okay, for a complex ion or any neutral molecule, we will have to give the nomenclature to ligand first. Okay, So we'll see with the help of example. Okay. So consider the example is okay. Consider example is suppose this is a compound. Okay, Cn. Okay, Cn is 4 and this is 2 minus complex ion. Okay, so right now this is a complex ion. Okay, right now it is complex ion which is surrounded by this Cn cyanide compound. Okay, cyanide tetracyanide we can say. So while giving this nomenclature to this complex ion, we will have to name the ligand first. What is our ligand here? So Cn 4 times, which is a ligand. Okay, and then metal ion. This is our metal ion, nickel, which is a metal ion. So इसको nomenclature बाद में देना है. Okay, so in this way, the nomenclature for this is tetra. Okay, 4 times nomenclature is tetra. Okay, then tetra cyno. Okay, so it is cyanide actually. Okay, we will see this also. Okay, why the nomenclature is given cyno, tetra cyno, nickelate. Okay, so Ni CKE nickelate. Okay, this is the nomenclature and which is having oxidation state as a second ion. Okay, in this way the nomenclature is given. Okay, so tetra cyno, why this is cyno is given as well as why this AT is given, we will see in the next rule. Okay, so first we will have to give the nomenclature to their ligand first in case of complex ion or in case of the neutral molecule. Okay, another rule, that is the second rule. In the second rule they have mentioned the name of the anionic ligands are obtained. Okay, if the ligand is anionic, so name of the anionic ligands are obtained by changing the ending IDE. Okay, changing, that is ending IDE to O and ATE to ATO. Okay, so that also we will see. So name of anionic ligand, anionic ligand, name of the anionic ligands are obtained. Okay, these are obtained, and how these are obtained? By replacing last. Okay, by replacing IDE. Okay, लास्ट इस लिगैंड के जो नोमेनक्लेचर में IDE रहेगा उसको हम लोग रिप्लेस कर देंगे. Okay, replacing to O. Okay, instead of IDE we will put O. Okay, and instead of ATE we will add here ATO. So what are these? Okay, so we will see with the help of example dekhte hain and then we will understand. So the anionic, okay, anionic ligand. Suppose anionic ligand is suppose a bromide. Okay, consider it is a bromide. So Br minus. Okay, so this is bromide. Okay, bromide. So here look at this. This is a anionic. This is anionic ligand. Okay, so we will also see the complete example of the coordination compound. So this is bromide. Okay, IDE which is present in the supposed ligand. And now what we will have to do? We will have to replace. Okay, replace this and bro. Yes, instead of ID we will have to add here O, and this is the nomenclature we will have to give. Okay, this is the nomenclature that we will have to provide. Okay, so and in case of suppose it is sulfate, suppose. Okay, another example. Okay, suppose it is sulfate, that is SO4 2 minus. Have a look at it right now. In the same way Br minus, okay, it is anionic ligand, so SO4 2 minus is also anionic ligand. But what is actually its nomenclature? It is sulfate. But as per IUPAC, what we will have to replace ATE, we will have to replace ATE and we will have to add at the ending ATO. Okay, so sulfato. Okay, sulfato. In this way, the nomenclature is given ATO. Okay, so IDE is replaced and O is added, and ATE is replaced and ATO is added in IUPAC nomenclature. Okay, of anionic ligands. So in this way, anionic ligands are obtained by replacing IDE to ATE to O and ATE to ATO. So this is the second rule. Okay, we'll see complete description of the tables also. Okay, then next third rule. The name of the complex ion is one single word. Okay, so nomenclature of this complex ion. Okay, so we have already seen this complex ion. Okay, so this name of this complex ion is one single word. Okay, its name is one single word. एक सिंगल वर्ड में ही आना चाहिए, वन सिंगल वर्ड में पूरा नॉमेनक्लेचर आना चाहिए किसका, कॉम्प्लेक्स आयन का. Okay, so have a look at it right now. This is a complex ion. Okay, and now you look at this. Okay, this is the example, okay, of this complex ion, and have a look at this tetracyanonickel. Is there any gap, is there any space in between it? There is no any space in between it. So the name of the complex ion which is which is to be written in one single word without any space. Okay, so there must not be any space, without any space. So I will write here without any space. So name of the complex ion is written in a single word without any space. Okay, and between different ligand name as well as between ligand name and name of the metal. So if we have to write down here the name of the ligand also, आप देख सकते हो. Okay, tetracyanonickelate. Okay, tetracyanonickelate. So now you can understand why the AT this yes, nickelate. Okay, and this tetracyano. Okay, because it is cyanide, we will see here. Okay, instead of cyanide. Okay, so they have used the word o. Okay, cyano. So we'll see all the examples. Okay, so complex ion nomenclature, it should be written in a single word. Okay, without any space. Okay, including the ligands also, including ligand. So I will write here including ligand, including ligand nomenclatures. Okay, ligands nomenclature. So have a look at this. This is the example. Okay, so there is a complete word. There is a, this nomenclature is written in complete single word. Okay. Now next, the fourth rule. After name of the metal, write its oxidation state. Okay. After name of metal, after name of metal. Okay, after name of the metal, write its oxidation state. Okay, we will have to write its oxidation state. Okay, uska oxidation state number क्या है ये देखो, second. Okay, oxidation, this gives the oxidation state second of what, of a nickel. Nickel का oxidation state है. Okay, so in this way this is written in a Roman. Okay, and which will indicate that it is a oxidation state. Okay, and without any space between metal name and parenthesis. And next rule. Okay, next rule, fifth, if the complex has more than one ligand of the same type. Okay, so if complex, okay, if this complex is having more than one ligand. Okay, complex has more than one ligand, more than one ligand. Okay, so have a look at the same example here. Right now the cyanide is what, four times are present. Okay, four cyanide ligands are attached to this nickel, and that's why the nomenclature how it is given, tetra. Okay, so in this way, if complex has more than one ligand, okay, of same type, okay, of same type, okay, of same type, then their nomenclature must, okay, their prefix, okay, their prefix should be like this di. Okay, if it is having double, okay, tri, if it is having triple, tetra, if it is having four. Okay, so in this way, tetra, penta, hexa. Okay, tetra, tetra, then penta. Okay, so these a prefix must be added. Okay, and so on. Okay, hexa, hepta, decan, like this. The nomenclature must be added. So आप देख सकते हो. Okay, tetra, tetra cyno. Okay, so this is a tetra cyanide है तो उसका cyno हो गया. Okay, okay. So ID is replaced. ID is replaced with O, cyno and nickelate. Second, this is oxidation state of this nickel, and tetra will indicate four molecules of this cyanide. Okay, so in this way, this nomenclature plays a very important role in coordination compounds. Then the next rule, next rule is, yes, sixth rule. So for a complex having more than one type of ligand, okay, so this fifth rule we have written, if it is having, okay, has more than one ligand of same type, okay, has a ligand of a same type. But what if it is having the ligands, okay, what if it is having a different ligand, okay, so that rule is the rule number 6. So for a complex having more than one type of ligand, complex having more than one type of ligand, more than one type of ligands, okay, one type of the ligands. In that case, the nomenclatures are given, okay, in that case the nomenclature is given in a alphabetically order, nomenclature is given alphabetical order. Okay, so this nomenclature is given alphabetical order. Okay, so we'll see with the help of example. Okay, example देखते हैं इसका हम लोग. So let us see the example. Yes, so take the example of this, and yes, the CO NO2 thrice NH3 NH3 thrice. Okay, so have a look at this coordination compound. Have a look at this coordination compound, and what you will observe in this coordination compound, that it is having the ligand. Okay, आप देख सकते हैं जो ligand जो present है, so different types of ligands are present. Okay, different types of ligands are present. So one is a nitrite. Okay, ये है जो nitrite है. Okay, and another one is this ammonia. Okay, so NH3, two types of ligands. So how their nomenclature has to be given. Okay, so this is the we will write down the nomenclature first. Triamine. Okay, triamine. Triamine. Okay, so triamine, trinitro. Okay, triamine, trinitro. Okay, in single word, trinitro, trinitro. This cobalt, trinitro, cobalt. Okay, third. Okay, so have a look at it once again. So rule number 6 tells us about the how to give the nomenclature if it is having more than one type of the ligands. Right now it is having this nitrogen, okay, oxide, and it is having ammonia. Okay, so these two ligands are attached. Okay, so how to give the nomenclature? It is alphabetical order. How alphabetical order? So this is ammonia, so the nomenclature is amine. Okay, A, and then this NH3 is the nitro. Okay, so here nitro. Okay, don't focus over this first letter because this is just a prefix. Okay, tri is the prefix. Okay, don't focus over that word for considering alphabetical order. We will have to consider the name of the ligand, and name of the ligand is amine. Okay, so this is alphabet A, and tri nitro. So this is nitro is the first alphabet. So here we will not write this coordination compound as a trinitro triamine cobalt. We will write it as a triamine trinitro because these amine and these nitro, these are the two ligands, and we will have to write it in alphabetical order. So amine will come first and then nitro N. Okay, will come later. So in this way, this is the sixth rule for writing the this coordination compound, nomenclature of this coordination compound. Okay, next, seventh rule. We'll see seventh rule. We'll see the seventh rule. So seventh rule is the if the name of the ligand itself contain numerical prefix. Okay, so consider the ligand itself. Suppose ligand itself, it contains some numerical prefix. Okay, how it is containing a numerical prefix, that we will see. Numerical prefix. Okay, so suppose if the ligand which is attached with the central metal ion itself contains a numerical prefix, already उसमें numerical prefix है. Okay, so like this ethylene diamine, okay, is the example. Ethylene diamine, उसमें already diamine है present. Okay, so in that case, okay, itself is having numerical prefix, then with then display number by, then we will have to then display number, we'll have to display number as suppose bis in case of there is a 2, tris in case of 3. Okay, tris in case of 3. Okay, this tetra keys for, this is tetra keys. Okay, tetra keys for 4 and so on. Okay, so put the ligand name in parenthesis. Okay, example is suppose, okay, example लेते हैं, suppose हम लोग इसका ethylene diamine, ethylene, okay, ethylene diamine, ethylene diamine. Okay, so ethylene diamine. So have a look at this. Suppose ethylene diamine, and this ethylene diamine is present 3 molecules of ethylene diamine. So it will be very difficult because there is already 3. Okay, try. Okay, as well as di is present here. So how to give the nomenclature for such kind of a case? Okay, so this is written as En3. Okay, so ethylene diamine, already there is a numerical prefix in that ligand. ये ligand है which is attached with suppose any central metal ion, and right now if this is already a numerical prefix which is present in the ligand itself, उस ligand में already numerical prefix present है, and इसके molecules कितने 3 molecules, so difficult. Okay, because 3 times and it is already ethylene diamine. So in this case the nomenclature, okay, is given as, because there is 3 molecules, so that's why tris. Okay, that's why tris and ethylene diamine. So in this way the nomenclature is given. Okay, so tris ethylene diamine. Okay, ethylene diamine. So I hope you understood why the tris is given here, because we cannot say triethylene diamine. Okay, so nomenclature will not be suitable. That's why tris is given, because this ligand itself contains this word di, which is a numerical prefix, which is already a numerical prefix. So this one is the eighth. This one is the seventh rule. Okay, and now last we will write the last rule. Okay, eighth rule. So eighth rule, if the metal in cationic or neutral complex is specified by its usual name. Okay, so metal in cationic, so metal in cationic or in neutral complex. Okay, or in neutral complex is specified by its usual name, is specified by usual name, its usual name, its usual name. तो जो complex है, and if that complex, okay, so that metal in cationic, okay, या फिर वो अगर neutral है, okay, उस complex में, then it will be specified with the same nomenclature, its usual nomenclature. Okay, while in anionic complex, okay, in anionic complex while in anionic complex, the name of metal, okay, while in anionic complex, name of metal ends with metal ends with name of metal ends with this word, that is ate. Okay, ate. So we'll see with the help of example. Okay, so yes, rule number 8. So consider rule number 8. Yes, so example, we'll see the example here. Yes, So metal in cationic. Okay, so this suppose CuNH3 4 times, and these are present 2 plus. Okay, so have a look at it. This is a metal in cationic or neutral complex, which is specified by usual name. So how this name of this copper, because this copper will be right now metal ion. So this nomenclature is given as a tetraamine. Okay, nomenclature is tetraamine. This tetraamine and tetraamine copper. Okay, tetraamine in single word. This is copper. Tetraamine copper. Okay, without any space here. So have a look at it right now. This copper. Okay, as this is a cationic or neutral complex. अगर ये neutral रहता है या फिर ये cationic अगर complex है, then its name will be specified by the usual name. इसका usual name क्या है? Copper का copper ये. Okay, उसी से specify करेंगे. Okay, and if it while in anionic complex, okay, while in anionic complex, so suppose anionic complex, yes, so पहला ये example ले लेते हैं, वही best है. Okay, this is for the cationic complex. Another example is for anionic complex. Okay, ये वाला example लेते हैं, first वाला ही. Okay, CN4 and इसको ऐसे देना चाहिए, and it is here 2 minus. Okay, 2 minus. So have a look at it this right now. As this complex, okay, as this complex is having 2 minus charge. Okay, it is ionic complex and the name of the metal. अभी इसमें नेम कौन सा है मेटल का? ये निकेल है, निकेल. Okay, निकेल is general nomenclature, usual nomenclature. But now as this is anionic complex, 2 minus is anionic complex, ये पूरा complex anionic है. So the name of metal ends with ate. So how it ends with ate? So tetra. Okay, cyno, tetra, cyno, nickel तो है तो ये ना nickel, nickelate. Okay, so it is nickelate, ATE. So have a look at this. Okay, example. So second, which is iron. So this is in this way, these are the several rules for giving nomenclature of the coordination compound. We will also see, okay, the different anionic as well as cationic as well as neutral compounds, how the nomenclatures are being given. So that the main 8 rules. Okay, so we will see the examples. Okay, so these are the anionic ligands. Okay, these are the anionic list of the anionic ligands, and these are the neutral ligands. So their nomenclature. Okay, how to give their nomenclature, that we'll see. Okay, for such kind of a ligands. Okay, which is either contain the anionic ligand or it may be a neutral ligand. So Br minus. Okay, Br minus, which is anionic. Okay, ligand minus charge it is having. Now we have already seen with the rule. Okay, as per the rule, we have seen this IDE is replaced if it is the ligand having anionic ligand. So this IDE is replaced with O. Okay, so that's why the nomenclature will be bromo. So have a look at it right now. IDE is replaced and there is addition of O. Same will be applicable here for chloride, and the nomenclature will be, yes, chloride. Instead of ID there will be O. Okay, instead of ID there will be O. Same in case of fluoride. Okay, so FeOUR. In case of ID there will be O. Okay, in case of iodide there will be iodo. Okay, so in case of ID there will be O. In case of cyanide also cyno. Okay, so that's why we have written the nomenclature in example. Okay, cyanide, there is a cyno. Okay, and in case of ATE right now. Okay, so here I have not I think written here sulfate. So suppose this is SO4 2 minus. Okay, SO4 2 minus, which general nomenclature is a sulfate. Okay, sulfate. So how ATE is there? So we will have to this replace this ATE, and we will have to write here SULFH. Okay, instead of ATE there is ATO. Okay, as per the rule we have seen how the nomenclature is given. Then in case of nitro, okay, so nitrato. Okay, nomenclature is given nit, TR, ATO. Okay, ATO is added. Okay, ATO is added. आप देख सकते हो ATO is added instead of O. Then next, in case of carbonate, instead of AT, there will be carbonato. Carbonato. ATO will be added. Okay. So in case of IDE, okay. So hydroxide. So there will be a hydroxo. Okay. So instead of IDE, the IUPAC nomenclature for hydroxide. Okay, IDE will be replaced, and instead of ID there will be O. Same here for oxalate. Okay. So instead of ATE there will be oxalato. Okay, ATO will be added. Okay. In case of nitrite, NO2 minus, okay, so it will be a nitro. Okay, it will be a nitro if it is for N bonded ligand. If it is bonded with N ligand, okay, if the central metal ion which is bonded with a N atom से अगर वो ये attach होता है ligand form करता है, so that will be nomenclature is given as a nitro. Okay. Then in case of this uh, SCN, okay, SCN thiocyanate nomenclature is what? Thiocyanate. But if it is attached with S, okay, S के साथ अगर yes, if it is the sulfur which is the donor atom for which is donating their electron to a central metal ion, okay, अगर sulfur है, so in that case the nomenclature will be thiocyanato. Okay, thiocyanato. Thiocyanato. TH thiocyanato. If sulfur is the donor, okay, donating atom, and if the nitrogen is the donating atom, okay, in this thiocyanate, so the nomenclature is given as isothiocyanato. Okay, nomenclature is given as isothiocyanato. Cyanato. Okay, so you will have to remember in this case, in case of thiocyanate, if the sulfur is the donating atom, okay, so of this ligand, if the sulfur is the donating atom, then the nomenclature is given as a thiocyanato, and if the nitrogen is being the donor, मीन्स डोनेटिंग द इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर टू सेंट्रल मेटल आयन, जो भी कोऑर्डिनेशन कॉम्प्लेक्स में जो आयन है मेटल आयन, उसको ये नाइट्रोजन अगर डोनेट कर रहा है, सो इन दैट केस नोमेनक्लेचर इज गिवन एज आइसो इन केस ऑफ द सिंगल, okay, isothiocyanato. Okay, so in this way these are the ionic ligands, so there may be more than these also. Okay, so we are looking to sum up the ionic ligand. Next is a neutral ligand, NH3, which is having a neutral ligand. Okay, common name is ammonia. Okay, common name is ammonia, and its IUPAC name. Okay, its IUPAC name, if we look into, so it is given as the amine. Okay, so it is given as amine. Okay, so spelling AMMINE. So in this way, instead of if this ligand is NH3, then nomenclature it should be given as a amine. In case of carbon monoxide, okay, carbon monoxide CO, the nomenclature is given as a carbonyl. IUPAC nomenclature carbonyl, NYL. Okay, and in case of water, it is a neutral ligand, and the nomenclature is given as aqua. Okay, aqua. In case of ethylene diamine, in case of ethylene diamine, okay, so आप देख सकते हो there is a space when we will write its general nomenclature ethylene diamine, but while writing IUPAC nomenclature it should be in a single word. Okay, ethylene diamine without any space. Okay, ethylene diamine, so आप देख सकते हो there is no space in IUPAC nomenclature. So in this way we will have to write down the IUPAC names of what? These are the ligands. Okay, don't get confused. These are the ligands. Okay, this is ionic ligand which will be attached with this metal ion. Metal ion के साथ attach होगा, and this is a neutral ligand which will be attached with the metal ion to form a coordination complex, we can say, or to form a coordination compound. Okay, so now we'll see what are the IUPAC names of metal. Okay, in anionic complex, we'll see. So have a look at this right now. IUPAC names of metal. So these are the different metals. Okay, in anionic complexes. Okay, so anionic complex, because we know in the complex may be anionic or it may be cationic or it may be neutral. Okay, this complex. What is the meaning of complex? It consists of central metal ion and attached with the ligands, which is either having charge. If it is having cationic charge, it will be called as a cationic complex. If it is having minus charge, it will be called as an anionic complex. And if it is not having any kind of a charge, it will be called as a neutral complex. Okay. So these are the metal ion, okay, metal which is present in an anionic complex, and this complex is a having minus charge. And in that case, what is the nomenclature is given for such kind of a metal? So aluminium. Okay, so general name aluminium, and the name it should be given as per IUPAC is aluminate. Okay, ATE aluminate. In case of cobalt, okay, it should be cobalt TATE. In case of this gold, okay, so that is aurate, AURATE must be added. Okay, manganese, so it should be a manganate. Okay, manganate. Okay, ATE should be added. Platinum, platinate. Okay, platinate, ATE. In case of chromium, chromate. Okay, chromate. In case of copper, okay, it should be cuprate. It should be cuprate. Okay, so RATE. Okay, so cuprate. In case of iron, it should be ferrate. FERRATE. And in case of nickel, it should be nickelate. Okay. ELATE, nickelate. And in case of zinc, it should be zincate. So these are the nomenclature for the metal ion. Okay, ये जो metal है इसमें anionic complex में if the metals is having these general nomenclature, its nomenclature as per IUPAC it should be changed in this way for the metal ions. Okay, for the metal ion. So these are in this way, these are the IUPAC names of anionic as well as the neutral ligands we have seen. Okay, ligands के लिए भी देखा हम लोगों ने, as well as in case of the anionic complex में उस metal को भी कैसे nomenclature देते वो भी देखा हम लोगों ने. We'll see 2-3 examples. Okay, of suppose the complex. Okay, we'll see some complex and their nomenclature. Okay, so complex. Consider first, suppose the anionic complex. Okay, anionic complex. Now we know that in case of anionic complex, it will have the yes negative charge. Okay, we'll take the another example. Okay, suppose the CO, yes, C2O4 oxalate, actually it is C2O4. Yes, and it is having 3 times and the charge is 3 minus. Okay, now what is the nomenclature of this? Okay, so we have seen what nomenclature has to be given first to the ligand. Okay, ligand को nomenclature देना है. अभी ये इसमें देखो C2O4, it is oxalate. Okay, it is the C2O4 which is oxalate, and the हमने लिखा है oxalate को nomenclature कैसे देते हैं? Yes, the oxalato. Okay, oxalato, but it is having 3 molecules of this oxalate ligand. C2O4 is oxalate, 3 molecules of these oxalates are present, so nomenclature will start from the trioxalato. Okay, okay, oxalato, oxalato. Okay, oxalato. So instead of ATE there is a ATO, oxalate. Okay, oxalato. And the नस कोबाल्ट. ओके, कोबाल्ट आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे कोबाल्ट है. ओके, एंड दिस इज अ anion complex. Okay, so instead of this cobalt what should be there? Cobaltate without any space. Okay, cobaltate. Okay, cobaltate. Okay, cobaltate. Okay, TAT. So in this way, this is nomenclature, but still it is not complete because we will have to show the oxidation state of this cobalt. Okay, so cobalt oxidation state is 3. So in this way, this 3. Okay, so in this way, it should be 3, and this is the ion. So in this way, the nomenclature is given. Okay, have a look at the table number 9.3 for more such nomenclatures. आप देख सकते हो IUPAC names of some complexes are shown. So I'm not going to take all this. I will take some examples of this anionic complex. Next one is suppose the compounds containing complex ion and metal cation. Okay, so कंपाउंड कंटेनिंग कॉम्प्लेक्स एनायन ओके अभी इसमें जो कॉम्प्लेक्स है ओके ये जो कंप्लीट जो कॉम्प्लेक्स है ये एनायन है ओके कॉम्प्लेक्स क्या है एनायन है एंड मेटल कैटायन है ओके एंड इसमें मेटल इज कैटायन एंड इन दैट केस हाउ द नॉमेनक्लेचर इज गिवन वी विल सी एग्जांपल देखेंगे हम लोग Na yes sodium Na3 outside okay because it is counter ion cobalt NO2 okay NO2 6 times it is present and right now how to view the nomenclature so outside jo hai okay what is outside it is a counter ion nomenclature is to be given for that and it is what sodium a general nomenclature okay so sodium although it is having three atoms of sodium but simply nomenclature it should be given sodium then now nomenclature inside ligand is what the ligand is the nitro okay and we know that in case of this the nomenclature is given nitro so sodium hexa nitro okay sodium this word will be separate okay sodium hexa nitro and cobaltate hexa nitro cobaltate cobaltate and its oxidation state is suppose this okay 3 so in this way there may be another examples which is mentioned in the table number 9.3 okay so have a look at this table number 9.3 where you will find out the various examples okay I'm going to take only one examples of this next the third type is cationic complexes suppose the complex is cationic complex we have seen for anionic complex okay anionic complex देख लिया और complex anionic है जिसमें metal क्या है cation है ये भी देख लिया now we will see the cationic complex okay so consider the cationic complex okay I will take some larger compound Fe H2O 5U molecules are present right now yes NCS here nitrogen is the donating atom and 2 plus how to give the nomenclature for it yes we'll see now a complete nomenclature okay so aqua okay here aqua and here it is a thiocyanate so which will come first aqua or thiocyanate as per the alphabetical order because it is having this complex is having more than one ligand in that case we will have to think about which nomenclature will come first based on alphabetical order aqua or thio thio will have a t and aqua will have a definitely it will come aqua come first so the nomenclature is penta aqua okay because 5 molecules are present so penta aqua then the if donating atom is nitrogen in that case the nomenclature is given as thiocyanate okay so the nomenclature is thio thio isothiocyanate okay in this way the nomenclature now Fe okay Fe the nomenclature is yes so right now it is a cationic complex okay so whenever we have seen in case of cationic complex or neutral complex okay so its nomenclature is should be a usual nomenclature अभी देखो इसमें जो Fe है iron इसका जो nomenclature है Fe it will not be the ferrate okay because this Fe okay because this is a cationic complex ये complex कौन सा है cationic complex से so ये वाले जो नॉमेनक्लेचर लिखे हमने ये किसके लिए लिखे हैं फॉर एनायनिक कॉम्प्लेक्स के लिए इफ द कैटायनिक कॉम्प्लेक्स इज प्रेजेंट सो इन दैट केस the nomenclature, it should be given directly iron. Okay, iron. So iron, which is having oxidation state as a 3. Okay, so 3 and iron. So in this way the nomenclature is given. So penta aqua. Okay, penta aqua, A will come first. Okay, in this ligand, and thio, T, latter thiocyanato will come. Okay, thiocyanato and iron nomenclature. So this is the cationic complex. Next, compound containing complex cation and anion. Okay, next, compound containing, yes, complex. Okay, right now the complex is cation. Okay, the charge over this complex is cation, and complex cation and the anion. Okay, actually यहाँ metal चाहिए, anion चाहिए. Okay, so in this way the nomenclature we will see. Next is, yes, yes. So tetraamine dibromo, example देखते हैं इसका, PT, Br2, then NH3, 4 times Br2. Okay, so this is right now the nomenclature is given for to the ligand. First, tetraamine. Okay, आप देख सकते हो इसमें amine. Okay, and this Br2 is also present. Okay, to the central metal ion, that is platinum. Okay, so nomenclature for such kind of is, yes. So B, and that is this bromine is present. Alphabetical order is B, and it is amine A. So A will come first. So tetra 4 times. So tetra amine, A double M I N E, tetra amine, and bromo. Okay, so Br2. So dibromo. That's why dibromo, dibromo. Okay, and platinum. Okay, platinum. So complex is cation, that's why the nomenclature is given directly platinum. Its usual nomenclature platinum, which is having oxidation state 4. Okay, platinum 4, but it is having outside, this bromide is also having Br2 outside the complex, and that's why its usual nomenclature must be given like this, bromide. Okay, so in this way, in the same way, okay, यहाँ पे जैसे सोडियम लिखा था हम लोगों ने. Okay, in the same way that will come bromide. Okay, at the end, because this is a complex anion है and this is complex is a cation. So this is what the difference between when the complex is anion and when the complex is a cation. Okay, and here central metal ion is anion. Okay, and metal is a anion over here. Okay, metal is anion over here. Next is a neutral complexes. Okay, so first, second, third, and this one was the fourth, and last one is the fifth. When the neutral complexes, in case of neutral complexes, in case of neutral complexes, the nomenclature, how to give the nomenclature, we'll see. Okay, so CO, cobalt, this NO2, 3 times they are present, ammonia, NH3, 3 times they are present. Okay, and this one is the complex. How to give the nomenclature to such compounds, okay, which is having the neutral complex. So this is not having any charge, okay, neither cationic neither anionic, but it is having a neutral complex, and the nomenclature is given. Yes, how many two ligands are present? Okay, basic rule will not change. How many ligands are there, we'll have to see, and based on this is nitro and this is amine, so amine will come first. Okay, so triamine. Okay, triamine, A double M I E N E, triamine. Okay, try nitro. Okay, try nitro. So try nitro. So here amine will come first, A alphabet, and nitro, N, later will come. Try nitro. Then yes, as it is a neutral, because neutral जब भी रहता है, okay, so when we have written in case of neutral or cationic, जब metal रहता है तब उसका जो नाम है metal का वो पूरा आता है. Okay, आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे. Okay, so in this way, if the complex is a cationic complex, okay, nomenclature is given like this, cobalt. Okay, So COBALT, cobalt, the oxidation state of this cobalt is 3. So in this way it is written. So have a look at the various example from the book, and thereby you can understand the nomenclature, IUPAC nomenclatures of the different coordination compounds, how it is given. So now we'll see the next topic, that is effective atomic number, EAN. Okay, and who derived this EAN? That also we'll see. Effective atomic number, EAN. So the early attempt to explain the stability of the coordination compound. So we have seen this coordination compound. So the attempt was made by the different scientists, and the early attempt was by Sidgwick. Okay, Sidgwick, this was a scientist. So he has made the early attempt to explain the stability of the coordination compound. Okay, so it deals with the stability of coordination compounds. We have seen coordination compounds. Okay, how their nomenclature also given. Okay, and how it is to be written. So stability of these coordination compounds was made by Sidgwick. Okay, so early attempt was Sidgwick. Sidgwick. So this was a scientist Sidgwick, yes, Idgwick, who proposed an empirical rule, and he proposed empirical rule. And what was that empirical rule? Okay, we will see what is that empirical rule. So empirical rule known as effective atomic number, and that empirical rule is known as EAN rule. Effective atomic number, EAN rule. So EAN equals to, that is effective atomic number, it is equals to the number of electrons around the central metal ion in the complex. Okay, so this effective atomic number, okay, this is equals to effective atomic जो number है, that is equals to the total number of electrons around the central metal ion, around central metal ion. So central metal ion, we know that what is the central metal ion which is present in the complex. Okay, complex में जो present है central metal ion, उसके around में जो भी ligands attached है, उनके जो equal number of electrons निकालेंगे, and that electrons, okay, calculation of that electrons is nothing but that effective atomic number of what, that central metal ion. So EAN rule states that a metal ion continues to accept electrons pair till it acquires electronic configuration of next noble gas. Okay, so as per this, okay, effective atomic number, that is EAN rule, which was given by Sidgwick. Okay, so it states that metal ion, okay, with the metal ion which is present, okay, this metal ion, it continues to accept, okay, it continues to accept, okay, it will continue to accept the electron pair. We know that the central metal ion which is accepting electron, why it is accepting electron, because it is electron deficient metal. okay, वो इलेक्ट्रॉन डेफिशिएंट है तो वो क्या करता है, वो इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्सेप्ट करता है. किससे एक्सेप्ट करता है वो इलेक्ट्रॉन? फ्रॉम द लिगैंड. लिगैंड में जो भी मेटल है, सॉरी, लिगैंड में जो भी एटम है, okay, that atom is sharing their electron pair to the central metal ion. okay, so this metal ion, it will continue to accept these electron. और ये कब तक एक्सेप्ट कर सकता है इलेक्ट्रॉन? कब तक एक्सेप्ट कर सकता है? जब तक उसका ऑक्टेट कंप्लीट नहीं होता है. एंड जब ऑक्टेट कंप्लीट हो जाएगा, so what configuration it will have? It will have the configuration as that of the noble gases. Okay, so this metal ion, it continues to accept the electron pairs till it acquires, okay, electron pair till it acquires, till it acquires, okay, till it acquires the till it acquires electronic configuration of, till it acquires electronic configuration. अब ये किसकी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन एक्सेप्ट करेगा, ओके, एक्वायर करेगा? ये डेफिनेटली नेक्स्ट जो नोबल गैस है, ओके, इस मेटल आयन के आगे जो वाला नोबल गैस एलिमेंट है उसकी ही वो क्या करेगा, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन एक्वायर करेगा, पीछे तो नहीं जा सकता बिकॉज इट इज एक्सेप्टिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन, व्हेन इट इज एक्सेप्टिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इट्स एटॉमिक नंबर इज going to increase, number of electrons is going to increase. So electronic configuration of next noble gas, of next noble gas. So when this central metal ion which is electron deficient, which will accept the electrons from the attached the ligands, okay, and from that atoms of that ligand it will accept the electrons, electron pairs until, okay, it will acquire the configuration, electronic configuration of the next noble gas, and thus, if EAN is equals to 18, okay, if EAN, that is electron, this effective atomic number, that is equals to 18, means what? It is a electronic configuration of argon. Okay, if it is 36, then it is a krypton. If it is 54, then it is a xenon. It will acquire, this metal ion will acquire the electronic configuration of xenon, and if it is, yes, if it is 86, means it will acquire the electronic configuration of the radon, and then the EAN rule is obeyed. Then we can say the EAN rule is obeyed, means it is obeying the effective atomic number rule, which this metal ion is obeying the EAN rule, okay, effective atomic number rule. Okay, we'll see with the help of formula how this EAN is to be calculated. Okay, EAN is to be calculated, okay, for the central, okay, metal ion. So EAN is what? Number of electrons of metal ion. Okay, it is number of electrons that are present, okay, of a metal ion. Metal ion में कितने electrons present है? Okay, and we are calling it as a metal ion. Okay, ion. So it can be positively, negatively, जो भी charged है. So number of electrons of a metal ion plus total number of electrons. Okay, plus total number of electrons donated by ligand. Okay, total number of electrons donated by the ligand. Okay, donated by ligands. So जितने भी number of ligands present है, okay, so how many number of the ligands that are present in the coordination compound, these will be donated to the metal ion. अभी देखो metal ion कोई भी suppose X metal ion है, and another any compound which is the ligand which is attached to this metal ion. So what will happen? This is a electron deficient. It will accept the electron. So इसके जो total electrons है, okay, plus suppose Y and Z, these are the ligands. These are the ligands, and what will happen? These will share their electrons. These will share their electron. So in this way, the EAN, effective atomic number, it should be calculated by what? Number of electrons of metal ion. इसके कितने electrons है plus total number of electrons that are donated by the ligand. ये ligand ने कितने electrons इसको दिए? Okay, उसके basis पे हम लोग effective atomic number calculate करेंगे. Okay, for central metal ion के लिए. Okay, so whether it is acquiring a noble gas configuration of the next yes, next noble gas electronic configuration. So yes, now the number of electrons of metal ion. So number of electrons of metal ion, how we can calculate the number of electrons of metal ion? क्योंकि वो metal ion है. Okay, it may be positive or negatively. So it is calculated by, yes, its atomic number. So atomic number of metal, उस metal का atomic number क्या है? Z है. Okay, and minus number of electrons lost by metal to form ion. Okay, minus how many number of electrons it has lost to form its metal ion. क्योंकि मैंने पहले बोला था it is here a metal ion. Okay, some number of electrons it will lose. So yes, so we will write it here the number of electrons lost. How many number of electrons that are lost, okay, by metal, okay, by metal to form ion. Okay, ion form में convert होने के लिए, and that is given by X. Okay, and plus, okay, this is the total number of electrons. So number of electrons of metal ion is to be calculated by Z minus X, where Z is atomic number of that metal, and minus how many number of electrons it has lose, okay, to form ion. Ion form में convert होने के लिए उसने कितने electrons lose किए. So in this way, plus total number of the electrons. Okay, number of electrons donated by ligand. Number of electrons that are donated by ligand. Ligand कितने number of, so which is written as a Y. Okay. So in this way, the formula that we will get is Z is the atomic number minus X and plus Y. This is the formula Z minus X plus Y, where Z will atomic number of the metal. X is how many number of electrons it has lose this metal to form into ions, and Y are the number of the electrons that are donated by the ligand. Okay, so in this way, example, if we see example, yes, example देखते हैं हम लोग, चलो CO cobalt, yes, NH3 6 and it is having the charge, yes, 3 plus charge. Okay, have a look at this right now. Now oxidation state of cobalt. Okay, so we know that oxidation, in short I will write down OS. Okay, OS of cobalt, oxidation state of cobalt क्या है? That is +3, oxidation of +3. Okay, and there are 6 ligands are present. आप देख सकते हो इसमें how many ligands are present? There are 6 ligands are present. अभी देखो, एक ligand 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेट करेगा, because it is electron pair we are talking about. इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर डोनेट करता है, एक एटम 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर डोनेट करता है. सो 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर मींस व्हाट? देयर आर 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. सो अगर 6 लिगैंड है, ओके, एक एटम 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, 6 ligands multiply by, that is a 12. Okay, so in this way 6 ligand, this will donate 6 ligand will donate 6 multiplied by 2, that is 12 electrons. Okay, 12 electrons. And in this way the oxidation state of cobalt, okay, we will find out EAN of CO3 plus. So EAN, that is effective atomic number of this CO3 plus. Okay, CO3 plus, because it is having oxidation state as a 3. Okay, that's why CO3 plus. So formula is what? Z minus X plus Y. Okay, so what is the atomic number of the cobalt? Atomic number of the cobalt is 27. आप देख सकते हो. Okay, what is X? X is the number of electrons it has lose to form CO3 plus ion. 3 plus ion के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा इसको? The number of electrons it has to lose plus Y. Okay, so how many that is electrons that will be donated by the ligand? So total plus 12. So in this way, if you take this 27 minus 3, that is 27 minus 3, yes, 24, and 24 plus 12, that will be 36. And now you check 36. What is this 36 stands for? This 36 is nothing but the electronic configuration of the krypton. Means what has happened here? The cobalt, which is having atomic number as a 27, and which one is the next noble gas element? Okay, and which one is the next noble gas element from this cobalt? So is a krypton. And right now, yes, it will obey the this rule, Sidgwick empirical rule, which will give the stability of the coordination compound. So in this way it is having the 36. Okay, आप देख सकते हो 36, which is the electronic configuration of the uh, element that is called as a krypton. Okay, so in this way this is the rule. Okay, effective atomic number, it is to be calculated in this way. We'll see some of another examples. Okay, another examples. So consider the CrCO6. Okay. So these are some examples of coordination compounds which obey the EAN rule. आप देख सकते हो. Okay, CrCO6 and FeCN64. Another example being Fe, right here first, CN6. Okay, and 4 minus. Okay, so in this way these are some compounds which obey the EAN rule. Certain other coordination compounds, however, do not obey the EAN rule. Okay, so which do not obey, that is effective atomic number rule, and that are examples देखते हैं हम लोग. Okay, that are examples. Fe, that is CN. Okay, FeCN6 and 3 minus. Okay, आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे due to this 3 minus and this another is copper, CuNH 3 4 times, that is 2 plus. Okay, so in this way these are having EAN. Okay, if we will find out its, we will check its effective atomic number. तो इसके जो वैल्यू है इफेक्टिव एटॉमिक नंबर की दोनों के लिए, Fe दिस कंप्लीट कंपाउंड के लिए एंड दिस कॉपर दिस कंप्लीट कंपाउंड के लिए, the EAN is 35 and we know that to obey the rule, okay, the EAN, okay, to obey the rule EAN जो है कैलकुलेट होने के बाद either it should be 80, either it should be 36, okay, either it should be a 54, either it should be 86. Okay, so this is the way by which the effective atomic number, this rule given by the Sidgwick, is applicable for those central metal ion that will have the electronic configuration of their next noble gas element. Means they will have electronic configuration as 18, 36, 54 or 86. अगर इनकी जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है ये अगर एक्वायर होती है किसकी, सेंट्रल मेटल आयन की, then this will be called as, these elements, these metal ions will be called as, they are obeying the effective atomic number, that is EAN rule, which was given by the Sidgwick. Okay, so with this we will conclude today's lecture.